Hey, welcome back. I'm here in the studio with Kristina, is our newest team member. We're gonna get to know her and what's been happening here since she's joined our team. So let's get into it. Kristina, for people that don't know you, what did you do before joining 805 Title and 805 Escrow?
Yeah, so I was a marketing manager over at F45 Training. It's the gym in Santa Barbara as well as Goleta. So helped out with both of those studios. I ran events, media, and overall admin. And then before that, I was over at UCSB. I was a communications major over there and absolutely loved it. Had a great experience up there.
Awesome. And so, like coming out as a recent grad of
Yeah,
UCSB, a lot of career choices and opportunities out there.
yeah.
Like what attracted you to, about this role, with 805 Title and 805 Escrow?
So I'm from Napa Valley up north, and I grew up in a family of contractors, interior designers, family members in the wine industry as well. My cousins are actually real estate agents, though. My godmom's an agent, and I was always aware of the industry. And back in 2020, I got my EMT license. I was actually thinking pre med. And on top of that, I got my allied coursing to become an agent. And I got through some of that coursework. It was a little tricky online, so I didn't know how I felt about it, but I always had a passion for houses, design, and always wanted to somehow get into the industry. So when I started talking to Sergio and I heard more about title and escrow, didn't really know too much about it, but I was interested.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Before you started, like what were you most unsure about or nervous about coming into it?
Yeah, I mean, being brand new to the industry, I've lived in Santa Barbara for almost 6 years, so not an entire local, but definitely know the area well, was a little discouraging just because most of the agents are from Santa Barbara and a lot of them are older as well. So being younger too was a little bit scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, perception, right?
Yeah,
And like, what do you know about title and escrow, right? But
exactly.
everybody starts at zero, even the agents, right? Like their first sale. So,
Yeah.
okay, so like, what has surprised you in your first 30 days,
Yep.
with us?
I mean, I would say the results that I've gotten for sure. I've actually gotten 16 prelim orders in 30 days, and
Nice.
that's pretty huge, especially because my goal was initially 3 orders in 30 days. So I basically multiplied that by 5. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm super, super excited about that. And that surprised me.
yeah, no, that's been awesome. And what's been harder than you expected?
Yeah, I mean, I would say getting agents to really take me seriously has been difficult. Like I said before, I'm younger, 23 years old in escrow and title as well. People are like, "What are you doing in this industry at this young of an age?" And sometimes they're a little confused by it. But yeah, I've been working a lot on my learning and training, and that's definitely helped my confidence in my conversations with agents.
And so, like, and also, like, what's been easier for you?
Yeah, I mean, being a communications major, I worked at F45, like I said. I was basically the relationship manager as well. So I would say always talk to a ton of people in the day. And this is a lot of what happens in this industry. I'm always talking to new people. And yeah, I'd say the communication hasn't been,
And social media.
yeah, and social media as well. I mean, I kind of grew up with social media and yeah, posting every day on those stories, getting stuff on the grid as well has been a bit of an easier process, more
Awesome.
familiar.
And so, like, I think you mentioned it obviously a little bit before, but like, what are you most proud of in your first 30 days?
Yeah, I mean, again, I would say the 16 orders, and that's a lot of the consistency that I've had though. So I'd say I'm really proud of the systems that I've worked up, that routine that I've developed as well, because without any of that, I wouldn't have the results that I've received. So yeah, having that consistent routine has been
Yeah.
what I've been proud of.
Awesome. And can you share like that moment where kind of like, okay, like this is
Yeah.
working?
Yeah. I mean, I would say not really when I got my first order. I'd say when I got my confident, like, 5th or 6th order, because I knew what I was doing. I walked in with the intention of, "Okay, I'm gonna get this order. I know what I'm talking about." I had that confidence built up and have it pay off right away and have that gratification immediately. That's when I was like, "Okay, I'm addicted to this. I'm gonna keep chasing that bone. I'm gonna get it."
Yeah, that
Yeah.
dopamine just
Yeah,
hits the brain and it's like
the
very addicting.
adrenaline.
I love sales. And so like what's one skill you feel like you've already improved on?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the way I present myself to agents for sure, that nonverbal communication, especially as I walk in the door, walking in with that confidence. That way you initially like have that good first impression right off the bat has been something that has improved a ton. And then also getting into the conversation, like not talking too fast, talking with punctuation. That's been huge for me. And having that presentation, having that eye contact as well. Like I said, I had already had those skills from previous jobs, my major as well, but that's what's been most improved, especially in this industry.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that, understanding, human psychology, right?
Yes.
Behavior, and body language and tonality and talking to people how they want to be spoken to,
Exactly.
right? I
They
think we
adjust.
we grew up, hey, treat people how you want to be treated and speak to people how you want to be spoken to. It's actually the complete opposite,
Side
right?
run sales.
Right? Not in sales, right? Okay, so how would you describe like the support and training that you received so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away by everything I've received from 805 Title and especially Sergio. He's an excellent coach. I couldn't ask for more, but yeah, I mean, I've been enrolled in Jason Pantana's AI Academy. That's been huge. I've learned a lot on how to integrate that into everyday business, and that's been able to help a lot of the clients as well, and, Ferry Academy too, all those training videos, the webinars, those have been huge and essential for my learning and applications, but my absolute favorite has been Jeremy Miner's sales training videos, and Sergio actually brought in a coach for the rest of the reps as well on our Monday meetings that we have. We get to role play with the Jeremy Miner coach, and I got put on the spot last week, and it helped me a lot in my activities this week and turning on a podcast, no more music in the car
Yeah.
especially. Yeah.
We call it a university on wheels.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. What's something that the team has helped you just like with the ability to just be able to ramp up faster than you expected?
Yeah, I mean, within the first week, I received business cards, my own website, a filming studio to have access to, all the materials I need when I go to open houses. For example, these city maps that we have, I got that all branded with my name and information on it. Having my own Calendly, like the list goes on to how much preparation I received so fast. And yeah, that's what's really
Yeah.
helped me in my growth so far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so like how does this environment compare to, what you expected coming in?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely diving into the deep end on this one, didn't know what to expect. I didn't know too much about 805 Title, and I did my own research, of course. I talked to friends and family about it, but yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and I'm blown away because of it.
Nice. What's been your biggest learning around talking with agents?
Yeah, I mean, we kinda touched on it before, but really adjusting your tonality to each person. Every agent is different, they have their style and their flair, and I'd say you can't be super energetic and talk super fast with some agents, and some just want you to settle and be calm and zen, and others are like, "Okay, get to the point, why are you here?" So I'd say, yeah, really adjusting my conversation
Yeah.
to what they want especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been crucial.
That's awesome. And I think that comes from, your early training as a trainer at F45, right? You got
Mhm.
different personalities and
All the time.
giving instruction, getting feedback, right? Like I think that's been really helpful for you. So what's something you were overthinking early on that you're, maybe not now?
Yeah, I mean, a specific example would be our stats and trends that we have, and we do this on specific neighborhoods, but I could not get that script down for the life of me. Like that first weekend, I think my brain was super overloaded as well with information, but I would hand it to agents and be like, "Oh yeah, like this is a great like number like tool. This is like yeah, it's amazing. Use it for your social media." Like not even knowing what I was talking about. So I was embarrassed and I wasn't confident in talking about the stats and trends, so I practiced a ton, and within a couple of days, I already saw improvement.
Yeah. And watching the videos, right?
Watching the videos, everything, yeah.
Yeah. How has your confidence changed from like week 1 to now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely have a lot to grow on, a lot to improve on, but I would say it's grown a ton, like, exponentially. I mean, I walk into a house now, I have my intentions, I know what I wanna say, I'm confident in what I'm saying as well, and I feel more educated and knowledgeable, and that's helped a lot. And yeah, I can have a good conversation with the agent, actually speak their language now. So
Awesome. So if someone's watching this and they're thinking about joining the team, like, what would you tell them?
I would tell them definitely be prepared to be on the move all the time, be ready to have that consistent routine as well as energy, but then also know how to really balance out your life. I mean, this job can be a lot mentally also. You're constantly engaging with different agents, you're getting rejection all the time as well. It requires a lot of mental toughness. So I'd say, yeah, like be ready to not take things too personally and have your activities outside of work. I mean, for me, it's the gym. I absolutely love it. And I'm able to go escape there and kind of reset and then work even harder the next day.
Yeah, we talk about recharging, right? You got to recharge every day and have that on the calendar, right?
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself, right? And so like what kind of person do you think thrives here?
Someone who is comfortable with taking the initiative, someone who is able to go out on the day and plan it out to where they're gonna be most successful, not just letting someone else do the work for them, and that really comes down to that initiative portion of it, and having that consistent momentum, being okay with all the activities that you're doing, and making sure you're not falling off one week and the other week you're jumping right into it. So, yeah, having that
Routine.
routine is
Yeah.
huge.
What advice would you give to a new rep in their first 30 days now?
For me, Santa Barbara, it's a small town, you know everyone, you see everyone all the time, and I used to care a lot about what people thought, and I think it's important to just get your job done and not care about what people think. Like, who cares if you're running around to 10 to 15 houses a day, like, trying you're selling a service and people might judge you for that, like, "Oh, they have no life." Like, who cares? Like, you're doing what you wanna do, and that's what's most important. So, just get out there and do it, and yeah, that would be my advice.
Yeah. Just keep your head down and,
Yeah,
you know,
keep charging along.
charging along. Exactly. Okay. So, what are you most excited about building here in the next 60 to 90 days?
I'm most excited to see all these relationships unravel. I've met with a lot of potential clients so far. I meet, I don't know, 20 to 30, sometimes 40 new agents in a day, and I'm having those conversations and I'm making those phone calls, and I've gotten a lot of verbal commitments as well. So I'm really excited to see those orders come through and see what that new business brings.
Yeah. I mean, 16 orders, your first 30 days. I think I want to say like 135 open houses, right?
Lot.
Like a lot of open houses, which include caravan open houses, weekends. Okay, so like what does success look like for you a year from now?
I would say I'm gonna keep plugging along with all these activities and going to open houses every week, but I cannot wait for the day that agents are calling me saying, "Hey, I have an order for you. Like, here you go." And I hope to someday just keep getting orders every single day. I mean, that's the overall goal. That's why I'm getting my name out there. I'm getting the brand out there. And yeah, I would say just getting those phone calls, just having the business come to me, the
Yeah.
overall
I think agents
goal.
would call that come list me calls,
Yes.
right? But before you build to the come list me calls, you have to go do the hunting and killing, right?
Exactly.
And so I think that definitely you keep up with the same pace that you are. And I think those I got an order for you calls
Yeah.
will start rolling in, right? Okay, so well, Christina, I really appreciate all the amazing work that you've been doing in your first 30 days, your work ethic, your mindset, your coachability. I think it's like shine through. And I think it's like the perfect example of the type of people we want on the team and, have the success that you've been having. So thanks again. So be on the lookout for Christina. She is coming to an office near you, an open house near you, and in your algorithm. All right. See you guys soon.